Shalom, Yahab Bashina Sharak, to all my brothers, Shalom, Yahab Shamar, Alatham Bashina Sharak, all my sisters. Hey, yeah, if you could, can you push this down a little bit? Push down just like, boom, right there. That's what I thought. I appreciate that. Shalom, Israel, this is I.S.U.P.K. in Minneapolis with the Brotherhood class. Salaki for the tardiness. We ended up running into some difficult technology mishaps. So today we are going to touch on Brotherhood, of course. But more than anything, this is more about talking about a man's role. And when I say the man's role, meaning what is his responsibility in the earth? You know, as a man, you have many duties. The main duty is to, keep the law, statutes, and commandments. And when you keep the law, statutes, and commandments, that can do a lot for you and your people, your nation. See what I'm saying? Everything that you do in your everyday life is going to affect those around you. When I say those around you, I mean, your neighbors, those so-called Black, Hispanic, Native American brothers and sisters that, you acknowledge and don't acknowledge. I'm talking about the poor. I'm talking about, brothers and sisters in the ghettos. I'm talking about even the rich, all right? Based on what you do, how you move your life can affect your entire nation. But more than anything, I just want to get a few aspects of, speaking about Israel, speaking about what we need to do in order to make this thing run like a machine, this brotherhood, this love that we're supposed to have for one another. All right? More than anything, we always got to focus on what the Lord told us. The Most High always spoke through prophets in order to get our attention, our understanding. You know what I'm saying? All right? Now, what I want is Mark 16 and 15. And if anybody got any questions, you can ask your questions, just raise your hand. If you got questions, but on the side, a sidebar question, otherwise about the scriptures, just let me know. Okay? All right, whoever want to go first? All right, go ahead and read Mark 16 and 15 now.
Mark chapter 16, verse 15.
It's a lot. Make sure y'all phones is on mute, by the way. All right, no sweat. Y'all got it? All right, so I ain't got to tell y'all nothing. All right, go ahead.
Mark chapter 16, verse 15. And he said unto them, Go ye into all the world and preach the gospel to every creature.
Read that one more time.
And he said unto them, Go ye into all the world and preach the gospel to every creature.
Now, when it says, Go ye all in the world, what does that mean? Go ye all in the world. Go ahead.
Go amongst the Israelites.
Right. See what I'm saying? But go everywhere. Go
Right.
all ye in the world.
Right.
See what I'm saying? You got to go in the world, because who's in the world? You got to raise your hand if anybody want to answer. Aaron.
All people, the Israelites.
The Israelites. You see what I'm saying? The Israelites are in the world. And in the world is a whole lot of bunch of wickedness. See what I'm saying? There's drugs in the world. There's, opportunities to be a criminal in the world. There's everything that says sin and death that's in the world. Everything that goes against the Most High. Go ahead, Al.
I had a question in regards to the word world.
Right.
Is there multiple definitions?
Oh, yeah, of course. God. World also means age or society. Society. See what I'm saying? That's why when it says, for God so loved the world, so on and so forth, John 3:16. See what I'm saying? Now, when it says God so loved the world, what is that really talking about? You got to think of the opposite of what Christianity teaches you. Oh, no one knows?
I was just going to say his people. That one he's specifically talking about the Israelites.
The Israelites, you see what I'm saying? Also, go ahead.
The black man's world.
Black man's world. You know what I mean? Because if you think about it, there's many different types of worlds. Give me an example of different worlds. Go ahead.
Sea world.
Sea world. What's another one?
I don't know. I don't know the exact scripture to reference it to where he was talking about a different type of world, but another reference of a type of world in the Bible is when we talk about different nations. He called them worlds too, but he's speaking of different nations.
Okay. Like for example, we talked about how like heathens. Heathens have their own little world too. You know, in Minnesota, they got something called over south, Molly, what I call it earlier? Molly World? Yeah, Molly World. See what I'm saying? The whole community filled full of Somalis, Africans. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, like gang world, drug world.
I'll say, yeah, something like that. You know, Disney World. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Something like that. Go ahead.
Like I was saying earlier, when Columbus found this land, he called this the New World.
There you go, the New World.
So it's like, it's not necessarily people got in their mind thinking about the earth when they say world.
Right.
The earth is the earth. The earth is a planet. It's not the world. The world is, like you said, an age of society.
It's an age for society. See what I'm saying?
Like the black man's world is different from the white man's world.
Right. Because, you know, when Christ returns, there's going to be a new world. See what I'm saying? It's not going to be how it is today, how it's destructive and, you know, toxic. See what I'm saying? This cancerous place. You know, this age of society that we live in is a horrible world.
Right.
But there's going to be a world that's going to be greater than what this is right now. Once we have YAHANNA, you see what I'm saying, running things. And he got his his army of men who are the 144,000. See what I mean? The government. How the white man got his government, which is 666 men. So that's 666. That's his government. That's his army. See what I'm saying? The white man got his world, his heaven, so to speak. He's on his throne. He got his kingdom. But we are going to get our own world back. We are going to have our kingdom. All right? So read that one more time. I'm glad that you asked that question too. That's very good. Keep going.
Keep going.
Yeah, keep going. Oh, no, actually, I'm sorry. Read from the top.
Mark chapter 16, verse 15. And he said unto them, Go ye into all the world and preach the gospel to every creature.
So, Black and Hispanics, Native Americans' responsibility is to go into the world, all of the world, every four corners of this earth, and teach the gospel. What is the gospel? Or what's another word for gospel? Raphael.
Doctrine, is that another word for it?
I would say religion is more like doctrine.
Okay.
Go ahead. You close. Yeah, go ahead.
Is it good news?
Huh?
Good news?
No. What is the gospel? Go ahead.
The law, statutes, and commandments.
That's true, but there's a specific word that I'm looking for. Go ahead.
I would say the gospel would be like law, statutes, and commandments.
He just said the same thing. That is it. I'm looking for a certain word. So, okay, read it one more time.
Verse 15, and he said unto them, Go ye into all the world and preach the gospel to every creature.
Preach the gospel to every creature. Go ahead.
Preach the Bible.
Preach the Bible, which is the what? The word.
The word.
The word. That's why I said I was looking for a certain word. You see what I'm saying? The gospel is the word. It is the Bible. It is these scriptures. It is the parables. It is the it is the knowledge out of this book. See what I'm saying? You gotta teach that. You gotta preach that. You gotta think about when it says preach. What the hell are we preaching about?
Right.
You know, we're not just talking about anything. It's something in specific, which is the Bible. See what I'm saying? So is there more on that? Keep going.
Verse 16. He that believeth and is baptized shall be saved.
And say it one more time.
He that believeth and is baptized shall be saved.
What is baptism?
It's a washing, renewal, cleansing.
Okay. Yep. What else?
Be born again.
To be born again. I like that. Good morning. I like that. To be born again. That's exactly what that is. Okay? See what I'm saying? The baptism. Now, let's talk about the baptism of the fire. What is that? It's the baptism of today, not the baptism of water, which is of John the Baptist. Go ahead. Baptism of the fire. What is baptism of the fire?
Is that when this world would be baptized by fire? Would that be before?
You talking about the lake of fire?
Yeah.
Nope, that's unrelated. The baptism of the fire. Let's go. Go ahead.
I'm thinking what, renew the soul, one time?
You're very close. I like that word. You're very close. Yeah. Wait, say that again.
Renew the soul, you know what I'm saying? You come up, you crossing over. You know, that's what I'm thinking.
You had it the first time.
Baptism of the fire is the correction.
The correct, right.
You see what I'm saying? Because, you know, baptism of water is not going to cleanse you. But if you're getting scrutinized and you getting, you know, corrected for, you know, things that are wrong, it might change you. That's a baptism. You know what I mean? A fire. See what I'm saying? You're going to get baptized by removing yourself from that filth and doing better because someone told you that it was wrong and you did better. You see what I'm saying? So and this is really on topic because, you know, for our responsibilities, for our, you know, our training, our discipline, we have to learn how to fix ourselves. We have to go through that process. See what I'm saying? If you thought Hebrew Academy was something which you brothers will experience, you are going to deal with many Hebrew Academies after that. If that makes sense. You see what I'm saying? You might not understand what I mean right now, but you will later. You know what I'm saying? Like, once you graduate and you get that cover, which we call a jacket, Hebrew Academy really never stops. The fight is still on. It's ongoing. Right now, this is your early stages as men. You see what I'm saying? Going through that process. You know what I mean? It's crazy because, you know, a lot of people have problem with the sight of this right here. And what do I mean by that? People outside these walls have a problem with what they see right here. What can someone in the world think is wrong with this picture versus me over here? Go ahead.
How I feel is like they got a preconceived notion, even though what they're thinking is totally it's probably unrelated to what we're actually doing. They're thinking that we're probably up to no good, to do some damage upon them maybe, or to their way of beliefs. But basically, it's probably a fear of not knowing or not understanding. And what I think is people fear that the most, the unknown.
Okay. I won't take all of that, what you said, but I'll take some of it. The part when you said that they pretty much have lack of knowledge of what's going on over here. I'll take that part. But it's something else that's more important. I did just say that y'all are young men learning. Y'all young men learning about, you know, how to become men in the spirit. Go ahead.
The unity.
Some people have a problem with that because some people believe that, you know, you should love and be unified with everybody. But then there are some people like us that believe we should be unified within our own nation, which is more, you know, stronger and solid. See what I'm saying? But anybody know what I'm talking about? Hopefully I'm not making it too confusing. Aaron.
I'm thinking sometimes people got a problem with truth, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, but it's something. It's something. Think carnal for once. Go ahead.
Well, I know from probably they probably got a problem with some young man trying to teach some.
There you go. There you go. Give him a hand. There you go. That's what we're talking about.
Look at you like you are still a baby. How do
Right.
grown ass men listening to that little dude?
Right.
That's how people in like. That's how I usually think in the world. Like, it was stupid.
Right. You got a lot of people who think that since, you know, you are younger in age that they can't teach somebody.
Right.
Well, that, you know, Christ cut that because he was 12 years old teaching grown men. See what I'm saying? 12 years old. And this is a man that was about his father's business. You see what I'm saying? It has nothing to do with the physical, but the spiritual. That's why I say people outside these walls will have a problem with this picture. You see what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But that just shows how weak in their spirit that they are. Meaning they don't know a goddamn thing. You know what I'm saying? Because if they knew Jesus, like they say they do, their Lord and Savior, they will understand that he was teaching grown men older than him. You see what I'm saying? And, you know, go ahead.
He was correcting them.
He was correct. You damn right. He was correct.
They was wrong.
You damn right. You see what I'm saying? You know, that man, I mean, Yahawashi, see what I'm saying, had a lot of authority at such a young age. See what I'm saying? He was someone that was like, you know, he was ready for this warfare. See what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You could not have this man just sitting around playing games, video games, you know, I mean, you know, playing games or just being a kid outside in the world. Like he was meant for this job. You see what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So it takes strong men who put away the physical, the carnality, and you know, walk in the spirit and see that this is much more than what your flesh, you know, what your flesh is. See what I'm saying? And that's the beauty of it. See what I'm saying? Also, in the book of Ecclesiastes, it talks about that. Talk about the age. You know what I mean? And by the way, y'all are more smarter than any Christian outside these walls. You see what I'm saying? There are people, our parents, our uncles and aunties don't know what you know. And they are older than you and me. But you know more than them. You know what I mean? I had to correct my mother, you know, a while ago. So like 2 years ago when she told me that I've been here, you know, 40-something years of my life and you can't tell me this, tell me that. I was like, actually, you know, I can. Like, I know something that you don't know. See what I'm saying? Like, you should be prideful to learn something. You know, I had to tell my brother that as well. I tell a lot of people that it has nothing to do with, you know, physically how someone looks. Like, that just shows how weak-minded you are. And you are simple. And you do simple things and you say simple things. And that lets you know that I have the upper hand. I have knowledge. So, you know, not to boast, but to enlighten you on some information that you don't know. You know, they tell you that you're rocking a Star of Molech, which is untrue. And you give them the whole game on scriptures about how that is false and what is true. And they deny it the whole time. It's garbage, man. But we have the responsibility, you know, in order for us to govern and rule on this earth with Christ, we have to fix ourselves. We have to restore what has been taken away, which is the law in the world, all right? So keep going on that. Is that it on that? Verse 16?
No.
Keep going. Actually, read from the top. Who are you?
Verse 16, he that believeth and is baptized shall be saved.
One more time.
He that believeth and is baptized shall be saved.
He that believeth shall what?
Be saved.
Shall be saved and what? No, I want to hear the baptized part.
He that believeth and is baptized shall be saved.
Oh, he that is baptized shall be saved?
Shall be saved.
Damn right. See what I'm saying? That person that holds on to those corrections, that holds on to the, you know, the counsels and the trainings and the lessons, that person will be saved. You want to know why? Because they are going to endure to the end. And that's something that we have to do. That was commanded of us. If you want the reward, all the hard work that you put in, all the sleepless nights, if you want that reward at the end, you have to stay to the end. You can't do this as a temporary job. It ain't no damn temp agency. This is your life. Either you make it your life or you don't. Some people come in here for a season and then they leave for the next one. You know what I mean? Some people can't handle these winters and the truth. But if you can handle the pain and the suffering of what it means to serve the Most High, then you are going to receive that reward with no excuses, but it is going to be a battle. So you got to know how to fight. In order to know how to fight, you have to learn from the men over you. You see what I'm saying? So go ahead and get Ecclesiastes 2:1. You got a question? All right. Hey, Jamal, if you could just scoot up a little bit, you block in there a little bit. Slide up. Yeah, I think you can see me. Next word.
Ecclesiastes.
Actually, let somebody else read. I want y'all to go back and forth. And by y'all reading back and forth, it's going to give y'all great practice on how to speak out in the streets. And don't be afraid to raise your voice in there. You know what I mean?
Come. Ecclesiastes, chapter 2, verse 1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation.
So if you decide to serve the Most High, you got to prepare yourself. You got to watch yourself. You got to watch out for what? Your soul. No, my bad. Hey, Chuck, actually it's Ecclesiasticus. Yeah, my bad. I said Ecclesiastes. I caught that. Yeah. You mind showing real quick? You got it? All right, no sweat. So you got to watch out for your soul. You see what I'm saying? Because it's going to be a battle. Because life is always about war. It's not about anything else but war. So read it one more time.
Khan, Ecclesiasticus, chapter 2, verse 1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation.
Now, this is King Solomon who's telling you, you got to prepare your soul for temptation. Meaning the Most High, you see what I'm saying? When it comes to serving the Most High, it's going to be rough. You want to get scrapes and bruises. See what I'm saying? You know, he's going to allow Satan to try you. Satan's going to be on his way to hit you with that temptation that you've been fighting all your life, since a child, since a teenager, all the way up until now. See what I'm saying? That demon that's been watching you all your life. See what I'm saying? Damn, like a parent or a babysitter or something like that. See what I'm saying? But you will also, not only will you get tempted by Satan, but you will get tested by the Most High. Understand that there is a difference. The Most High does not tempt, he only tests you. And what does a father do? They try the spirits of their children. You know how fathers, they wrestle and play fight with their sons. They want to see if their son is going to fight back or if they just want to, punk out. So when the Most High decides to test you and bring something forth as a challenge, he want to see what you're going to do. Are you going to overcome it, or are you going to be on, are you going to be on top of the rock or under the rock? Are you going to fight it, or are you going to run away? See what I'm saying? If you don't fight what is fighting you, you are going to lose the battle. And then that's going to only make that demon inside of you stronger. And also the Most High will never give you too much that you can't what? That you cannot handle. See what I'm saying? He's not going to destroy you. See what I'm saying? The Most High is not looking for the opportunity to destroy you. He's trying to make a man out of you, or a woman out of her, out of these sisters. There are a lot of sisters that go through hell in this earth. And some come out precious. And some do not come out so precious. And we see it every day. We see how these sisters look like zombies on these drugs, these brothers. We see how destroyed they are mentally off of the Christianity and the Islam. See what I'm saying? Christianity, once again, is the biggest drug that is hard to get Black and Hispanic people off of. Like white supremacy is very strong. It is the most dominant thing on the face of this earth. That's why Christianity is the first dominant, number one dominant religion. And second is Islam. You see what I'm saying? Third and fourth, it ain't nothing on Christianity or Islam. See what I'm saying? And it's really all the same. White supremacy can do a number on Black and Hispanics, to the point where you got a white boy who comes up to your own church and shoots your family, and you still forgive them. Right. That's not the spirit of Black and Hispanics. That's the spirit of heathens. See what I'm saying? Because back then we deserved justice. What happened when, I'll give you an example. What happened when, I believe it was Jacob's daughter that had got raped. It was Jacob's daughter that had got raped, and what did Simeon, was it Simeon and Levi? They went to go, you know what I'm talking about, right? Oh, yeah, okay. Okay, long story short, I believe Jacob, I paraphrase, I'm not to get to this. I believe Jacob had a daughter that got raped, right? And the brothers of Israel went to go handle the business of those heathens. Got them all drunk and killed them in their drunkenness. See what I'm saying? Like, we deserve justice, is what I'm saying. Although they got checked for it later because they went about it the wrong way. We like justice. And if that means that we have to, put somebody to death behind our own, just like these white people do, then that's what we need to do.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? I'm not saying we are allowed to do it today, but when Yahushua arrives, it's going to be justice for Israel. All the killings that you see today is going to be for our cause. In the meantime, what the best thing that you can do for Black and Hispanic people is get your life together and come into the UPK. The UPK has been proven since 1969 that this is a safe haven from everything. Just make sure that you're doing your part. If you want the protection from the Most High, if you want that shield, you have to do your part. Don't just think that you could come run up in here and do all your filth for the rest of your life and not, be judged. Right. Because what's going to happen is you are going to open up doors for the Most High to put His hand on you. And if you don't want that, don't put yourself in that position, because you are going to make yourself a target. It's bad enough that a lot of us become targets for the white man. That's why he can kill us in certain ways. He can use certain devices and get away with it. Right. Because we are set up in his trap. But if we become real man of the Lord and not become the byword or proverb of this world, we can be so much greater than what we think we are. All right? So read that one more time, if you may.
Come. Ecclesiasticus, chapter 2, verse 1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord.
If you come to serve the Lord, this is what King Solomon is saying. Keep going.
Prepare thy soul for temptation.
You better get ready. You better get ready for all the fights that you are going to have to come up against. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure very soon some of y'all in this room is going to call for counsel about what's going on and ask me for help how to deal with the situation. And ain't nothing wrong with that, because that brother that you talk to is going to direct you carefully. He's going to show you the proper way how to deal with whatever you're dealing with, because he was taught the same thing. There's nothing new. Whatever you're going through, a brother went through before. The same thing that a sister went through, another sister or brother went through before. Nothing is new. There's no new problem. There's no new situation that is airborne. Like it says in the Bible, King Solomon said that there's nothing new under the sun. Everything that you see today is before time. See what I'm saying? People think that there's something new in the Bible. Oh man, I know this new breakdown, this new scripture. I know how to get ourselves out of slavery. I cracked the code. I know how to finally get us out of captivity, out of this mentality. If you ain't going by the way which the Most High, required and instructed us to go, you're doing it all wrong. You're doing it on your own. See what I'm saying? If you ain't doing what Moses did, what Ezekiel and Jeremiah did, what Yahushua, better yet, did, you're doing it all wrong. You left out the foundation of brotherhood. First things first, we have to learn, first of all, in order for us to take over this world, what must we do first? For example, none of us grew up with each other in the same household, right? So in order for us to run this earth, what must we do first?
We got to get some guidelines about ourselves.
Guidelines, that's right.
Just watched a video on that today.
There you go. You see what I'm saying? We have to have guidelines. We have to be willing to trust each other. How can we build up this place if we all are not in one mind, but we all are separate? That's how Satan plays on everybody's mind. That's why there's schism in the body. If we are not on the same page, how are we going to make this happen? It's never going to happen. It's going to be, well, I think we should do this, but I don't agree with that. Man, what about this? Ain't no wrong with having ideas, but if we don't make a solution all together, it's going to fall apart. More than anything, we have to have the foundation of brotherhood and sisterhood. Otherwise, everybody is damned. We are all doomed. We are all doomed. That's why people in the world do not respect or love each other, because they don't have brotherhood. What is brotherhood in the world? Give me the false perception of what love is in the world amongst brother and sister.
You're supposed to, you said now.
Hmm?
But is brotherhood in the world?
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's like joining the gang, gang banging.
Mm-hmm.
This false sense of belonging to something.
Right. Like it says in the Bible, I believe it says in Hosea, I believe it's Hosea, when it says that my people have a zeal, but not according to knowledge. Meaning we want to be a part of something, but sometimes we come together in ignorance. That's why it also says that, Israel would serve the dragon in ignorance. Who was the dragon? Go ahead.
The white man.
The white man. We will take on his characteristics. So in the game, we believe that that's real love. You see what I'm saying? If they trying to roll up on me and kill me, I know you got my back.
Right.
See what I'm saying? But at the same time, you thinking that this man is your enemy when that's your brother. Some people kill so many black people, kill each other of their own, that they find out that they were once related, or they are related somehow. You see what I'm saying? I hear too many stories like that. It's crazy. It's like I can't imagine killing my own family member. But at the same time, you got to think broad, a big picture of that. When I see any black and Hispanic brother or sister, no matter any condition, they are my brother and my sister. You know what I'm saying? Those Christians out there, those are our brothers and sisters. Although they are terrible and disgusting, and I don't hate them, but I hate what they do. Those are still my brothers and sisters. We have to still teach them that they are wrong, and that's the love. That's the brotherhood. You gotta teach them that it's not okay to expose your body as a woman. You shouldn't show all your goods to everybody. You should only display your body to one man. One man forever unless you're a widow. If you're a widow, if you want children, you want to, remarry, you remarry to one man, not multiple men. See what I'm saying? If you're a man, you gotta have some type of sense of masculinity about yourself. You can't, you can't be a child for one. You can't be soft. You have to be the exact representation that the Most High wants you to be. You have to be a man of war. You have to be able to have a sense of aggression, a sense of discipline and wisdom in order to run things around here. Because last time I checked, the Most High, who did he give dominion over this earth? Say it again.
When he first gave it to Adam.
First he gave it to Adam. And the reason why I'm using that is because Adam is a what? What is he?
Man.
He's a man. See what I'm saying? The same authority that was given over to Adam was given over to Yahweh. Same thing given over to the prophets. That's why we were out in the streets, in the highways and byways, going from place to place to teach the word of the Most High under every circumstance. Whether we was getting stuff thrown at us, being called bad names, being locked up in jail. Paul, that didn't stop Paul. It didn't stop John the Baptist. It didn't stop Yahushua. It didn't stop none of us, because we are still here today. Yes, we died in the past, but we're back. All the men that we're reading about today are somewhere around in this earth. Who knows who we are? But that's not important. What is important is that we are back. And we still have a job to do. It never stops. It never stops. That's why this is very important. Is that it on? As you read verse 2.
Come. Verse 2. Set thy heart aright.
Say it again.
Set thy heart aright.
Set thy heart aright. Come. Keep going.
And constantly endure.
Say that one more time.
And constantly endure.
Now, how can you endure when you are losing a battle? How do you win the battle? Go ahead.
Yeah, fight.
You gotta fight. And when the first fight is over, what's next?
Fight some more.
Fight some more. You are gonna always have to fight. You're gonna have to fight the various things that you think are small. What is something small to you personally? that you think that, you know, you'll have to fight, or someone might have to fight? Not you personally, but someone might have to fight. Go ahead.
My children, struggling with my children. When they was babies, it was all love and it was easy, and I thought it was always going to be like that. But
Right.
as they get older, and all these other influences, that joy is a battle to keep them righteous and to keep it joyous between us. You know, like for me not to lack of a better word, to condemn them, or vice versa, them condemn me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
I get mad sometimes in this. You know what I'm saying? You like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Like, do I hurt this boy? Do I let him just?
Right.
But it's a battle. It's a constant battle that I never thought it would be like that between us. You know?
Right, it's going to happen, and that's also in the Bible. You see what I'm saying? You got to fight that too. You got to fight the variance. Am I saying that right? Variance against the family, the whole household. You are going to fight against your own flesh and blood. See what I'm saying? You're going to fight against your friends that you thought were your friends, but really they just people that just, you know, were there for opportunity. See what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Kind of like to what he said with him home with me, because like the more I learn, the more irritated I get with the family, because you know I would love that all the family would be, you know what I'm saying, come learn this truth.
Yeah.
But
and we all think like that. Trust me.
And I can't even have a simple conversation with them no more without getting irritated.
I'm telling you, I know.
Sometimes I'll be wanting to smack the hell out of people, but
I know.
so
I know.
That's something I'm struggling with. So it's to the point now where I just stay at home.
Right, and there you go. I'm glad that you said that, because something like that, fighting the emotion of wanting to, you know, hit somebody because they sound stupid, and you feel like you should be on the same level of knowledge of me. See what I'm saying? It's common sense. To you, it's common sense, but to them, it's not. And you're thinking like, how do you miss this? And it's anger is bothering you. Go ahead.
Yeah, and like when I first, you know, started coming to class, I had like a resentment, like towards, you know what I'm saying, my elders, because I felt like shit, they let us down.
They let us down. I see what you mean.
And
Mm-hmm.
and you know, I have to realize like I can be somewhat upset with it, but I can't be that much upset with it because I'm just now learning this too.
Right, and more importantly, we all gotta recognize that, you know, the white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of. But the reason why they are the way that they are is because of the white man. You know what I'm saying? If we were on our job and we didn't, you know, provoke the Most High to put us in this position, we would know this. You would be knowing this as a child, just like I would. Anybody would. You see what I'm saying? But there will be a time where we don't have to worry about that. Even the heathens will have to, you know, even the heathens will know the law. They have no choice. They would keep the law. Our children wouldn't all know the law. And as they get older, they have children for generations upon other generations, we all gonna know the truth. Right now, we all gotta, you know, start from scratch. Right now, we are in these classes for a reason. We're grabbing all the information and going through the experience, the training to teach others. Because we ain't just keeping it for ourselves. We ain't selfish. One thing you can't be in the truth is selfish, especially with the truth. If you know that somebody's life could get fixed, they could be in a better position because your life has somehow changed, because you went through jail, that didn't help you. You went to all religions, in and out, that didn't help you. You tried to go to rehab, that didn't help you. But what did help you? The words of the Most High. See what I'm saying? You found out the lies. You separate the lies and found the truth. And that's the difference. See what I'm saying? That's the beauty of it. That's the difference. But what we have to fight is all of that. Everything that surrounds you, you have to fight. That is evil. You're gonna have to fight the, you know, oh, you in the code, you're a terrorist, you're ISIS. I mean, what else they say? You Power Rangers. See what I'm saying? Y'all brainwash. Y'all teach hate. We should be teaching love. You gotta fight all that. You definitely gotta fight your emotions. You gotta learn how to not be emotional when it comes to certain things. Trust me. It's some things that'll trigger you, but you gotta discipline yourself. You gotta check yourself sometimes. Go ahead.
I'm glad you said that because now, like I was just hearing this, Jamal, I heard you was in the cult, or you acting weird now, you ain't the same, you ain't this, you ain't that. And then like I had to check it, I ain't really checking,
Right.
like, but I was like, no, I was in a cult when I was out here gang banging.
Right.
That was a cult. I was
Right.
out here GD this on cult that. That's a cult.
Right.
You know what I mean? Christianity is a cult.
It is.
White Jesus is a cult.
Right.
Everything that we know is a cult.
Yeah. Right.
You know what I mean? So I'm acting weird, what? Because I don't want to get high no more. You know what I
Right.
mean? I don't want to go to strip clubs and watch my sisters on poles no more. You know what I mean? So it's like when you're going against the norm of society, you all of a sudden you weird.
Right.
You weird now. You're in a cult. You know what I mean? So like.
Right. I feel you. You know what I mean? That's how it is. Don't sweat that though. You know what I mean? Because me now, I rejoice in it. I'm like, oh, I'm in the code. I'm like, you damn right, I'm in the code.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Hey, I'm recruiting anybody who want to be in this code with me. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's just bringing it full circle with a couple points you touched on earlier, when you was asking about what is brotherhood and
what is brotherhood, right?
Brotherhood. What I thought about when you said that was in the world, like it's acceptance of everything. And then what Jamal just saying, it's acceptance of everything except for what is righteous.
Right.
What is right? Hey, give him a hand. I like that.
Righteous, you weird.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's unacceptable. But we could talk about anything else. Unrighteous, murder, rape, from extreme to not so extreme. You know what I'm saying? Like just they you know, I ain't gonna get too off subject, but the acceptance of any and everything, you know, except for
Right.
right.
Right. And I'll tell you what, the more confident that you are in, living your life for the Most High, it's just going to get better and easy for you. People are going to separate themselves from you. You see what I'm saying? They are not going to be around you at all. Now, it's people that talk to me about certain things like slavery or randomly on the street. You know, I mean, for the past couple of days, every time I go to the grocery store, I've been to like 3-4 different stores, right? Few being grocery stores, other ones like, something else, but it's a store. I'm running into, random people asking about the, truth and stuff like that, saying, that homosexual word, SHALAM, you see what I'm saying? They saying I.S.U.P.K and some more stuff, but it's crazy because it's like, when you really drop that truth on them, they kind of step back a little bit and get a little uncomfortable. And you see that Christianity is still stuck on those that think that they got it made, that they in the truth, and they have no idea. That false environment of what they call the truth is still the world. You see what I'm saying? But this right here is something different. This right here is supernatural. This thing changes lives.
Yeah, right.
See what I'm saying? Now, give me an example of what a miracle is.
What?
A miracle. What is a miracle? Because I'm sure all y'all seen it before. What?
A miracle is when, should I stop smoking weed?
There you go.
I've been doing good, like on the cigarettes. I ain't smoked cigarettes like weed. That was my last little demon I've been fighting with. I've been battling that one. I'm getting stronger than that demon.
Hey, give him a hand. That's exactly.
Like I've been beating his ass last week, and it feels good to be honest with you because, man, I never thought that. I thought I'd be getting high smoking weed all my life. You know what I mean? Like I've been coming around you brothers for like almost a year now, and I done put a lot of stuff to the side.
Damn right.
It feels good. That's a miracle.
Damn right. Hey, give him another hand. Can anybody else tell me what a miracle is? Go ahead, Aaron.
I look at a miracle, man, on the Most High, you know what I'm saying, could take one of the grimiest human beings, you know what I'm saying, and make him into something. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? When he's so grimy and low down, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Look at him again later on down the line, it's totally different.
Right.
That's a miracle.
Come. Damn right. See, and I like the answer. I'm glad that you said that. See what I'm saying? 1 second. I want somebody to grab this precept for me. Actually, Aaron, I want you to be the one to grab it. I want you to grab Isaiah 13 and 12. I'm glad that you said that. That was right on point. It takes you to the next scripture that I want to go into. Isaiah 13 and 12 is exactly what Aaron, the student Aaron had pretty much said. That is really in the spirit. Go ahead.
Isaiah chapter 13, verse 12.
Uh-huh.
I will make a man more precious than fine gold.
I want you to read that one more time, but more authority in your voice.
Isaiah chapter 13, verse 12.
Mm-hmm.
I will make a man more precious than fine gold.
A little louder.
Verse 12. I will make a man more precious than fine gold.
The Most High said that he'll make a man more precious than fine gold. Keep going.
Even the man than the golden wedge of fire.
Keep going.
Verse 13. Therefore I will shake the heavens, and the earth shall remove out of her place, and the wrath of the Lord of hosts.
Start right there. Really what I want is how the Most High will make a man more precious than fine gold. How does gold become so beautiful and nice the way it is? Especially a diamond, something like that. Think of something that's precious. Go ahead.
As far as gold, you have to you got to burn it basically. You got to, what they call it?
Refine.
Refine it.
Refine.
Not
right?
refine.
No.
What they call it? Word
Refurbish.
You got to burn it and get all the impurities out of it. All the stuff that doesn't be up in there. And as far as
That's
diamonds, pressure make a diamond.
That's right.
So you gotta go through that fire, you gotta go through that pressure, you know what I'm saying, turn into fine gold.
See what I'm saying? And that's right. Also, there's a precept in the Bible that speaks about that, how some people become, shaped up into a vessel. See what I'm saying? Meaning what you're learning today, you coming into these classes, around the I.S.U.P.K, the more that you are around, the more that you're going to get wisdom and knowledge. You know what I mean? What you're not going to get is, when you're around real men, you're not going to get no watered down information. You're not going to get no bullshit. You are going to get the real deal. You see what I'm saying? And you are going to be precious, more precious than fine gold. You are going to do amazing things. You are going to do miracles. See what I'm saying? What did Christ say that we would do? What did Christ say about Israel? Things that we would do. Go ahead.
We shall rejoice, as a reward and keep. That's what you're looking for?
No.
So I can say this, say that again.
What did Yahawashi say that Israel would do when it comes to the life as far as the prophesying, as far as the work of the Lord? What did Yahawashi say that Israel would do when it comes to, I don't know if I'm saying it right.
Right, I'm saying,
Let me see.
a little bit more than that.
Yeah, I ain't trying to give it to you though. Okay, Yahawashi said that we'll do greater things than he would do. Paraphrasing. You know what I'm talking about? Yahawashi said that we'll do greater things than he would do. Meaning, what we do today as far as raising the dead. How do you raise the dead?
By giving them the law, statutes, and commandments.
Giving the law, statutes, and commandments. Now, when Christ was around, he was raising the dead for real, right? And who was a great example in the Bible of him raising the dead? Lazarus. You see what I'm saying? That was family. That was kin to him. He raised up Lazarus from the dead, and they was trying to kill Lazarus, the Sadducees and Pharisees. See what I'm saying? But he said that we'll do greater things. By the things that we speak, the things that we say, the way that we walk, walk in these laws, statutes, and commandments, people's lives will change. You would be on the street corners and use someone's death as an example on why they should change their life, and that's going to scare the hell out of people, and that's going to make them get in order, and ultimately that's going to make them want to serve and fear the Most High. That's how you know that this is great. Like, we don't need superpowers to make Israel come back to life. See what I'm saying? Everybody's into too much animated cartoons and stuff like that. Too much TV. You know what I mean? You don't have to raise somebody from the dead, actually from the ground. You don't have to do actual miracles, turning water into wine. You don't have to do those things in order for Israel to get off of crack, get off of any type of drug, Christianity, to stop being a whore and a criminal. What you need is the spirit of the Most High, and you need to teach the lost sheep of the house of Israel. And they will come. Some will and some won't. But for those that do come, hold on to those brothers and sisters and teach them what you've been taught. And they will do the same thing over and over again. See what I'm saying? That way, no one will be the next, Sister Sandra Bland, Philando Castile. No one will be like that. The white man is going to be harder. Like we will make the white man's job a lot harder if we decide to serve the Most High. I mean, who can touch us when the Most High has a hedge over all of us, because we're doing what He said to do? But the white man's going to go out of business. That's why I believe it was in California. It was in California or Texas. They was talking about how they need more inmates in order for the police to get paid. Sounds like the security guards. Go ahead.
Actually, I'm like I don't forget what city it was one, but the prison was suing the state because crime was low and they didn't have enough prisoners.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about.
They was like suing them, like
right.
Like, y'all ain't locking niggas up fast enough. We need to fill this prison up.
Right.
And that's how you let you know the white man is the devil.
Right. So and that's why you see the way that they kill us. If they ain't killing us, they locking us up. You know what I'm saying? And they're doing both. Because it's kind of like they got this whole thing of a math equation on how to equal everything out. When it comes to killing these many black people at a time, and versus locking these niggas up at a certain time, because that's their payroll. Like, cops get paid for killing niggas. It was said in an article that one of the captains brought out, they get paid about $1,000, close to a $2,000 check. I'm sure it's more than that. You see what I'm saying? In the year of 2015, it said over 1,000 black people had died in 1 year due to police brutality. And then each year after that, it gets higher. Imagine what it is right now. By the end of this year, by December 2019, let's see where the numbers is at. Go ahead.
Just to touch on that briefly, like that's a huge part of what these studies and these numbers, that they keep these statistics. That's a huge part of what that's about.
Right.
Is they do these tests and they call it something else, where they make it look like individuals are sparking these, but the government is funding it and they okaying the behavior.
Right.
A lot of them, you know what I'm saying? I ain't getting enough studying on my own to call out too many, but the Jim Jones thing was one of them. When he took all those people into the desert behind this cult thing. And then these people ended up getting slaughtered once they tried to leave and found out it wasn't what it was. He took all these people from America down to South America, but this was funded. This was a lack of a better word. It was a field test. It's a name for it, a certain type of test. But this was a test done by the CIA, by the government, and it was funded by the government, and okayed by the government, sanctioned by the government. Which means okay, paid for, and scripted, basically. And they do this. They've been doing this as long as they've been on the earth, man. They've been another one I read about is they call it farming, but it's a form of slavery. They do these farming tests to see. So it talks about how a farmer has animals and has crops, and he learns and sees how what benefits those crops and what don't benefit the crops, what benefits these animals.
Are you talking about sharecropping?
It's that, like I said, I don't got enough information.
Okay.
I ain't get enough studying to go too deep into it.
Yeah.
But the one I was specifically watching today
Right.
is talking about, they use the word farms, and they basically farming people now. That's why it's not. That's why it's not. It started with us. Even slavery. Slavery was part of this test. You know, it was a test to see. You know, what will they, as they take statistics, they find out what works and what don't work.
I mean,
and then they refine it, and then they just like packaging and branding. They take that
Right.
when something don't work or get a bad name, they just rebrand it. It's the same product, but they just change it. And that they're doing that with so many things, man. And it's all behind capitalism, money.
Of course, yeah, that's America. That's the white man who's the devil. Go ahead.
And touch base on that, like I was saying, how grimy they is, you know what I'm saying? They even took their own people. It's a history where they took their own people. You see what Hitler did to the so-called Jews. Oh, y'all want to be like them? Y'all want to be like the black people? I'm gonna kill y'all. I had concentration camp.
You know, I give Hitler a hand for that. I give Hitler a hand because I mean I'm all for white on white crime. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think what you talking about, was that in Johannesburg or something like that, when the white boy took all the people down there and had them drink?
Something like that.
That's another.
Oh no,
That's another one. I don't know. That was the. That was another one. I don't know if that one was specifically funded like that, but I wouldn't be surprised if they had some ties to it. They watching everything and monitoring everything we do, so they know about the groups before we hear about the just like the Waco, Texas thing with David Koresh. Like, they know about these groups way before we ever hear the bad side. Like, before they fall apart and they gotta go in there and blow stuff up.
Right.
They know about this way before they monitor from. They got, like, I watched the story of David Koresh. They knew who he was before he ever put that thing together. You know what I'm saying? He was on a watch list. You know what I'm saying? So they do this and they study and then they infiltrate. You know what I'm saying? And they, you know, and it's there. But even with them, the killing of their own people, like that's what it's spread to now. They don't focus on just, you know, we was the field test, but they don't just focus on our kind. Now that they know it didn't work and how they can dominate people, they spread this to the world. Look at what they're doing at the border right now with the Mexicans.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It's always been like that.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So this is a worldwide thing that they're doing, and then we only seeing it here in America too, but it's also going on in other countries. You know what I'm saying?
But if I could, let me just stop you right there because we're finna head out in a second. You wanna go ahead and say something?
I just kind of wanted to touch on very briefly.
Yeah, just very briefly.
Okay, as far as them killing their own, I think they're finally realizing that the Esau's birth rate is so low that in Louisiana right now they're actually trying to stop abortions because they're seeing that more Esau is actually getting the abortions, and they're trying to stop that so they can kind of come back with the number, but we already know ain't gonna help.
It also just showed that how devious they are though. They
of course, everything.
If you like you said, if you would kill and cut your own, you don't care nothing about the next.
No, of course not.
You don't care nothing about, and it's also desensitizing us as well. You know, so that's normal behavior. Another one of those. You know, this is a you know, it's okay. You know.
Yeah, no, actually everybody's right. And I'll give y'all a hand for that. What I want real quick, get Deuteronomy 11 and 13. No, it's like 10 and 12. Yeah, just to get back on the point though, you know, everybody says something great, you know what I mean, because that's very true. I mean, the devil doesn't care about anybody but himself. See what I'm saying? He'll do anything. He'll destroy everything in his path. That's why we call him a cancer. You know what I mean? But the main point, going back into the topic of brotherhood, of course, this is our job. See what I'm saying? This is our focus, which is this. Actually, Raphael, you should read that. Go ahead and read that.
Deuteronomy.
Is that the King James version?
Yep.
All right, go ahead. That's what.
Deuteronomy, chapter 10, verse 12. And now, Israel, what doth the Lord thy God require of thee?
Say that one more time.
And now, Israel, what doth the Lord thy God require of thee?
What doeth the Lord require of thee? It's like it's like I choked. Keep going.
But to fear the Lord thy God, to walk in all his ways, and to love him, and to serve the Lord thy God with all thy heart and with all thy soul.
So what is our job? What did Moses tell us? He told us that no matter what, we gotta love the Most High with all thine heart and all thy soul. What does that mean, by the way? We hear it all the time, but what does that mean? Go ahead.
Keep the law, statutes, and commandments.
Okay, what else? Add a little bit more to that. Go ahead.
They go hand in hand with just keep, you know what I'm saying, keeping the law, statutes, commandments, live by the law.
Right, you gotta live by the law. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead.
And also, it go into that, I think it touches on that, where we was talking about the challenges you're gonna face and the temptations, especially in those times. That's why I think it's saying your soul, like with everything you got in trying times.
Right, you see what I'm saying? He said trying times. Go ahead.
Yeah, to add on a little bit, you most definitely have to keep the law, but also, like you say, you got to enforce the law too.
You got to enforce the law. You see what I'm saying? You got to be the police for your own people. Because if you're not, then someone else is going to police them. And there's no telling what the outcome of that is going to be. That's why when we get policed by the white man, we end up dead in their hands. In their hands.
The time is 8:45,
and
the Minneapolis Central Library will be closing in 15 minutes.
So anytime that we end up in the hands of the oppressor, we get messed over all the time. There's never a good outcome when it comes to being in the hands of the white man. 9 times out of 10, you are going to, be dealt with unjustly. That's why we have to police each other. If we stop the drugs in our own community, no one's going to go to jail. No one's going to kill each other over territory. But the white man's not going to be able to falsely accuse you of anything. Once again, you won't be a target. If we can police and govern ourselves to be better and to stop what the white man has taught us, we can be a nation, man. No one can do anything to us. We will be an army. We will be everything that we see in front of us. We look at the white man's army and want to be in their army. What about creating your own? I've never heard or seen of a black army before, but in the I.S.U.P.K. And this is the most righteous army that I've saw. Now, you got some plagiarized armies like the Black Panther movement. But what happened? They fell when they started to mess with white women and mess with the white man's drugs, the coke. Messing with coke? Yeah, the coke. You see what I'm saying? They fell off. We are not allowed to fall off. Otherwise, what happens if we fall off? If y'all three is being righteous, right? Y'all doing y'all job, and me and this brother's falling off, what does that do? How does that affect the nation? Aaron.
Like you were saying, like the example you use, you know what I'm saying? And the example Gaddafi, you gotta cut that off. You cause the body to, you know what I'm saying, fall down. You know what I'm saying? The 2 people that's falling off, you know what I'm saying? You gotta fix them, police them, you know what I'm saying?
Say it again.
You gotta fix them. You gotta, you know what I'm saying, like you just said, you gotta fix our own people, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Fix our own.
Right. We have to apply pressure on each other. You know what I'm saying? Like for example, if I see one of y'all brothers falling off, I'm seeing it, you struggling, I'm gonna apply pressure. I'm gonna be all in your personal space and just ask you, man, what's going on? You tired? You need something? I'm gonna be in your corner. See what I'm saying? I'm gonna do what I can as a brother to get you where you need to be, stable. Don't allow yourself to slip in the cracks, because you will fall. If you don't allow yourself to get the help that you need, I can't hold your hand. I can only be there for you if you allow me to. But if you are someone that pushes people away from getting any help, you are going to fall on your own, and no one's going to catch you. Also, that's also in the Bible too. In the book of Ecclesiastes, the 4th chapter, if I'm not mistaken. So get Matthew 5:13. This, really, I should have got this first. This is really what I wanted first. I love the scripture right here because it's very, it's really on point. Damn, class over already? I ain't ready to leave.
You said 5:13?
Yeah, 5:13. Yeah, Matthew 5:13.
Book of Matthew, chapter 5, verse 13. Ye are the salt of the earth.
Say that one more time.
Ye are the salt of the earth.
Ye are the salt of the earth. Who is the ye? Jamal.
Israel.
Israel is the ye. You see what I'm saying? That is you. Black and Hispanics and Native Americans that's you. You are the ye, and the ye is you. You are the salt of the earth. What does that mean? You are the salt of the earth. Go ahead.
We get this earth flavor.
We give this earth flavor. We are the reason why the white man is making money off of boxing. We are his sports. You know what I mean? We are his entertainment. We are this world. I mean, really, we should be Black people are the face of this earth in a sense. Although the white man runs this earth, behind everything that is successful, and it says white on it, a white face on it, understand that Black people are behind that. See what I'm saying? Black people are behind that. There would be no America without niggas. There would be no factory jobs without niggas. Why do you think the white man is trying to fight us out there in Venezuela, trying to steal our resources? Why do you think that the white man uses us for his army? How many times have the white man told you that you will be free during the Civil War if you fight in this war? And how slavery will be abolished. And after that, they gave you sharecropping, which is really what you went into. That's sharecropping. See what I'm saying? They gave you a land that you cannot till. Y'all know what that is, right? A land that you cannot, bring forth fruits. That's why they give Native Americans reservations. See what I'm saying? They took their land and gave them a land that cannot produce anything. It's hard, it's tough. It's like you're trying to grow your damn hair out and it's too damaged. You can't. See what I'm saying? Think of that. You're trying to grow some fruit and vegetables and nothing is growing. If it is, it's a small amount, it's not enough to feed a mouth full. See what I'm saying? You are the salt of the earth. Keep going.
But if the salt has lost his savor, wherewith shall it be salted?
What does that mean? Break it down. Go ahead, Aaron.
Well, that means when you say the salt lost its savor, you know what I'm saying? Basically, we lost, you know what I'm saying? The truth. We lost the house shot, you know what I'm saying?
You see what I'm saying? You're damn right. We lost our flavor. We lost everything that we stood for. I mean, man, let me say this real quick before we leave. Can you call yourself a man if you lost your integrity?
No.
Can you call yourself a man if you are, homosexual? No. Because what happened? You threw away your masculinity. A man's masculinity as a Black and Hispanic or Native American is his flavor. That is the salt. That's why people try to copy our the way that we are. They call it, being a culture vulture or a culture appropriation.
Okay.
See what I'm saying? We give this earth flavor. That's why people always hijack our culture and call it their own.
Right.
We make everything great.
Yeah, right.
See what I'm saying? Like when Donald Trump said, "Let's make America great again," Meaning, let's get these niggas to make our world great again for whites.
Yeah, right.
You see what I'm saying? Because without us, who are they left to look to? Because these heathens are weak. These heathens are trash. They are not like the Israelites. And it should anger every Black and Hispanic person to even inspire to be like the enemy. That is them envying their own oppressor, whether they know it or not. But we are the salt of the earth. Read that one more time, and then we out of here.
Matthew chapter 5, verse 13. Are the salt of the earth.
You are what I like to call, the shit without the toilet paper. You see what I'm saying? You are them people, man. You are that great nation. You see what I'm saying? You are the people who make this world go around. They say money make the world go around. No, it's Israel. We make everything great. We are the inventors. We are the entertainers. We are the great people on the face of this earth.
Right.
And we had to remember, where once our records were. I mean, we come from a family of royalty.
Right.
And that ain't no TV talk. You see what I'm saying? We are people that really come from a special God. Because the Most High is what you consider to be a masculine spirit. See what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So with that being said, that's the class. All right? All right, Israel, I want y'all to check out. Now, let's go ahead and say the Lord's Prayer, and let's get out of here, all right? Let's wrap it up. All right, the Lord's Prayer. Then make sure everybody's facing the east. All right? The Lord's Prayer in English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name.
Hallowed be thy name.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. On earth
As it is in heaven.
as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread.
Forgive us our debts.
Forgive us our debts.
As we forgive our debtors.
As we forgive our debtors.
And it's not to temptation.
Lead us not into temptation. Deliver us from evil.
For thine is the kingdom.
For thine is the kingdom,
the power,
glory, and glory,
forever.
forever. So be it.
Amen.
Amen.
All right, Israel. Shabbat. Imagine. Barak.
Yahweh B'Shem Shabbat Rakatah.
Yahweh B'Shem Shabbat. All right, classmates. Let's go ahead and wrap up everything.
Twice I see my name.
That's what
So you
Get out of here.